Welcome to the Rift Quests Narrated. As the first episode in this admittedly ambitious series, I want to go over the brief premise of why I started this project and what its goal is. I am attempting to narrate, at the very minimum, every story quest in the game Rift. The reason for doing this is that not everyone has the time to sit down and read the big bars of text at the end of each quest, often wanting to just get to the gameplay. However, I think the story behind Rift is very well written and has some very interesting things to tell. So by creating these audiobooks of the quests, I hope that the story reaches a larger audience. So without further ado, I'm starting with the Guardian starting zone in Mathosia.
The king of Mathosia would have sacrificed the world to Regulus the Destroyer. The faithful rebelled against his heresy. We overthrew the tyrant and put his armies to the sword. Defeated in battle, he turned to the machines of the Defiance. Their devices drew upon the power of the dragon, a power they could not control. This is the day the rifts came. This is the day we died. But the gods of the Vigil intervened. Their messengers went among the fallen and ascended the worthy, not for their virtue, but for their might. In you, they placed their faith, their hope, and their power. You are our salvation. You are a guardian.
The gods of the Vigil have returned you to life, hero. They have restored your body to battle Regulus and his servant, King Adraxis. The Vigil brought back others to fight by your side, but you alone must embody the righteous fury of the gods. Ascension has removed my sight, but I can see farther, deeper than before. With my new vision, I see that you are the Vigil's chosen hero. Let us begin to cleanse these lands of Adraxis' corruption. In my life before Ascension, I never imagined that the gods' touch could be so powerful, so uplifting, but I see their power in your heart as well. Slay the demons that possess the people of Mathosia and show Adraxis that the Vigil guides your hand. By freeing the souls of those people, you have bolstered the glory of the Vigil while diminishing King Adraxis' undead horde. You are truly the Vigil's chosen hero. In the battle at Tedior Fields, we were near victory, and then Adraxis opened a death rift, and all of Mathosia became exposed to the corruption of Regulus, the dragon of extinction. We need to take the fight to Adraxis and end his terror, but first we need cold steel. Recover swords from the town below and deliver them to Shyla Starhearth. Thank you, Ascended. The steel is imbued with Sourcestone, a material that allows the pious to communicate with the gods. Thanks to you, we can use these weapons to cleanse this town. Only the Vigil and their chosen can end this. Long ago, with the help of the 5 gods, the people of Talara banished Regulus and imprisoned the other dragons of the Blood Storm. But now, King Adraxis and his minions have weakened the war that protects Talara from Regulus, stealing the holy relics that manifest our faith. Take back these holy orbs so that we might restore the ward against the Destroyer. You've honored the Vigil, hero. Some small part of the ward still exists as long as there are Ascended who fight against Regulus. The holy relics you've recovered will soon allow us to fight back against the corruption Adraxis has unleashed. We must begin severing Regulus' hold on this land In the Lord's Hall, the dwarves often sought the power of Baralt, god of the city, to aid us in banishing evil. I've imbued a hammer with the holy materials you brought me. Pray to Baralt for his blessings, and then use his power to cleanse this town. Ha! I could hear the fury of Baralt smiting those fiends from here. You've honored the vigil, hero. Now that the glory of Baralt has been restored to this town, it is only a matter of time before we expel Regulos's corruption completely. The abhorrence of these defiant betrayers know no bounds. They've stolen our Source Stone to power their disgusting machines. Source Stone is the result of the gods' creation of Talara. It is holy, and ours by right. Rip the Source Stone from their unholy devices or their corpses to reclaim it for our cause. This Source Stone was used to weaken the ward that protected Talara from Regulos. These defiant betrayers helped King Adraxis open a rift into the plane of death itself. You have honored the vigil by returning it to our rightful possession. The rift that brought us death is now spreading its decay across Talara. Valor Hold is where we'll make our last stand. Are we cowards like Orpheel's Defiance? Or are we ascended, returned to the living to bring death to the tyrant? If you've got the spine for it, cull the fields of Adraxis' skeleton army. I see you and I have similar methods. The undead legions that batter our bulwarks are our source of joy for me. I love nothing more than seeing their bones ground to dust and scattered in the Mathosian wind. You are strong, hero, but a great challenge awaits. Orpheel is deploying foul devices at Ascendant Hall to replicate the Vigil's power. Offer prayer to Tedior so that the god's messenger may send you to the Ascendant Hall. Once there, dismantle Orpheel's machines and expel the coward from our holy site. You have done all the gods have asked. Now they ask for so much more. You must be prepared to give your life to push Regulos back through the ward. The end is approaching, Ascended. To prevail, you must let the Vigil kindle the power within you. I will send you back to Valor Hold. Go, now, and know that you are the weapon of the gods. I've never seen anyone so illuminated by the Vigil's grace, hero. The final fight against Adraxis will soon be upon us, but we will need steeds to bear us across the battlefield, break through the undead ranks once more, and use my bridle to bring back one of our fallen mounts. One horse is a small weapon, but so is one sword. Wielded by an Ascended like you, our enemies will shriek in agony as they are trampled like twigs. Adraxis took much from us when he loosed Regulos upon the world. Our lands, our people, and our hope, all gone. Now we will return the favor. It is time to slay the tyrant. At last we come to the end. This is what the Vigil brought us back for. With their guidance and our might, the tyrant's hordes will fall away from us like rain against steel. Ride to the Eye of Regulos and slay the king to sever Regulos's grip on this land. If King Adraxis wants oblivion, we will give it to him.
destroy you, tyrant! Your gods cannot stand against the dragon of extinction. Regulus, I give my life to you, from which springs power eternal. My friend Mathosia, but with Regulus, I shall rule all of creation. You are insane, brother! I will end this if you cannot! Khan, my bastard brother, you will address me as Regulus, or not at all? No! Regulus hungers for your souls. You will fall before me!
Guardian of the Vigil, your sacrifice has saved Talara from destruction. But the world is still in peril. See now, through prophetic eyes. The brood stirs. The ward falls. And Utopia is undone. Mark well this prophecy of the rifts. We have chosen you as an instrument to prevent the coming apocalypse.